Hey, coin folk, back with this week's box of halves. We're gonna bust it open, see what we might be looking at. Don't mind this down here. If you don't know, acetone is really good for cleaning some stuff off coins, removing like minor stuff. It is also excellent at destroying tabletops. That was just like half a second on there. And over here, I like completely stripped off the finish. Yeah, I did good work. But yeah. So be mindful what you're doing with your acetone. It also stinks up the house pretty good, so maybe, well ventilated area as they suggest. Don't ignore that part. Gave myself a headache for a half day and throat was all disastrous. Alright, but anyways, back to the halves. It's been a struggle lately. Here, let's do this. Give me a second. We're gonna bless it. We got a silver half dollar over here. We're gonna put it on there. Do a little one of these. All right. So that had to have worked, right? There's gonna be silver in here. Maybe not, but you never know. All right. Let's jump in. Well, not really seeing anything, but you never know. This one looks like it might be a little tall. But we're going to jump in, see what we can find. And whenever I do find something, or if I find something, I'll be sure to let you know. Alright, so it's staring me right in the face. we got a 40% under. As soon as I turned the camera off, pulled the box a little closer, I'm like, wait a minute. So, if you didn't see that, go ahead and rewind and you'll see it. If you did see it and be like, this guy's an idiot, well then, you're right. That's the only one I see as of this moment. So let's see what else we can find. We know we got at least something, so that's awesome because it's been a minute. So anyways, we'll bring you back in at some point. All right, folks. So this guy might be my new good luck charm. I don't know. We had the 40% under, and then going through just to show you weight. Oh, I'm all over the place. Just to show you weight doesn't always translate. We know this has a 40% under in it, and I would say on average my rolls usually weigh between 225.5 grams to 226. Anything over 226, I get anxious to open. But even this one with a 40% under is barely over 225.5. And then going through the box, found these two guys, but neither have enders. I guess I need to pay attention where the camera's at. But I've never had rolls over 227 that don't have. So why is it not? I guess it's focusing on the coins and not the number. But so we got two rolls over 227, and I literally never had one that heavy that didn't have at least something in it. I've had rolls that are in the high 226s with no silver, but never 227. So hopefully I'll mark these and throw them back in the box. And when we get to them, maybe I'll bring you back in for a live opening. I think I'm going to go ahead and open this 40%er now while we're here. We'll put this on a 227. It's really hard, right? And looking through a camera on something that wants to roll every time you touch it. 227. All right. But anyways, we're gonna throw them back in the box. And for right now, let's go ahead and open up this guy. We know there's at least something in there, so we won't be completely wasting our time. I don't know. I'm just happy to get some silver. It's the last few boxes have been pretty uneventful. I mean, a few other like random finds, but no silver. Outside of some nickels that one week, but the halves have been a little rough. So looks like that's all there's gonna be. And I don't know if you saw it when I was looking at it. You could tell even without opening it, it's got the unfortunate ring of death on it. But that doesn't make me like it much less because she's still silver, and which is a shame because it was in pretty darn good shape. Besides that, it's kind of a bummer. If it would have just been one coin further into the roll, that would have been a nice looking coin. But anyways, at least we got something, which is good. And like I said, I gotta throw these back in, and maybe bring you back in when I get to them if I spot them before I tear them open. But I'll see you then. So I think this guy's gonna bless every $50 box I get from now on, because he has done his work. We are on roll 4, and I haven't looked at it yet, but this certainly looks like a 90 to me. So let's find out together. She is 1964 Kennedy Philly model. Not in the best of shape, but not in the worst of shape. I've definitely found uglier ones, but she is definitely a sight for sore eyes because it has been a minute since we found a 90. So I'm happy to have it. Benji's doing his work. Hopefully this box keeps giving. And no errors, varieties, NIFCs yet, but a couple silvers. This guy, he's my new friend, Uncle Benny over here. But hopefully I'll have some more to bring you back in for. And I'll see you then. So working through roll 7 here, and I got one under the scope that I just want to kind of talk about for a minute. When I first threw it under the scope, I was pretty excited. I thought maybe we had a good strike through here. But it's actually post-mint damage. The easiest way to tell a lot of times is with something that large, like that much of an indent kind of, you're going to have displaced metal on the other, or not displaced, well I guess kind of displaced metal, but you're going to see damage on the other side, kind of in the corresponding area on the other side. If this was struck up exactly how it should look on the reverse in that area, then you would certainly know that it was a legit strike through, just because there, you know, during the striking process, how am I trying to say this? It's going to be struck well on the opposing side, even if I don't know. Hey, we're back in here working through roll 7. Got one under the scope here, just wanted to talk about for a minute. Got excited when I first threw it under the scope. Thought maybe we might have a pretty legit large strike through, but it actually turns out it's just damage. You flip it over to the corresponding side, you can see a good bit of damage in the reverse side in the same area, which you wouldn't have. It would be fully struck up and look normal if it had happened actually during the minting process. So unfortunately, it's just a bit of damage, but I figured it'd be worth something talking about. You know, just kind of help educate some folks out there that might be a little newer to the hobby. Not that I'm an expert by any stretch, but I just figured it'd be a good talking point. So figured I'd share and jump back in, and hopefully we find something legit, and we'll bring you back in for that. So next roll, and we got that legit. Gotta be a 90, it looks like. And whoop. Oh, it's only a freaking 40. I thought for sure by the edge of that it was a 90. Look at that thing. Pretty clean on the edge. But 40's still silver, so I'll gladly take it. It's in excellent shape. I mean, not excellent, but pretty good, pretty darn good shape. But thought we had a 90. We'll settle for a 40. Throw it on the scope here, see if we see any. I can't remember what, if it's DDO or DDR on the 66. Let me kind of zoom in a little bit here. Not seeing anything jumping out, nothing crazy. Might not even be a DDO. I just know that there's something. I don't know what it is, but I'm not seeing nothing. Alright, folks. Well, at least we found a little more silver. Gonna jump back in, see what else we can find. Alright, folks. Roll number 9, and we're back at it. I think we got a little silver sandwich here. Looks like a 40, and I hope it's a 90, but that last 40 tricked me. So let's look at this one first. Ooh. Pretty sure she's a 40. I'm certain it's 40. 68, another 68. Pretty decent shape. And where were we here? It's so hard looking through the camera and grabbing stuff. No mint mark, so if she's a 90, it's a Philly. And another freaking 40 that's just blast weight edge. Let's look at these side by side. So you can obviously tell the one is a 40. And this other just, I don't know. Maybe I just haven't found enough 90s recently to to keep my eye trained. So maybe we need to jump back in, see if we can find some 90s. Well, we found one so far, but anyways, you can trick me on every roll if you want. I'm fine with finding 40s all day long. All right, folks. Jump back in. This box heating up pretty good. 5 silvers through 9 rolls. I haven't had 5 silvers through the last, I don't know how many boxes. So I will definitely take it, and we'll keep running through. Hopefully find some more. All right, folks. All right, so same roll. Did the little shuffle at the end just to make sure I hadn't missed anything, and we had an even dirtier 90, or dirtier 40 down on the end. It hid from me completely. So, can't beat that. 3 silvers in one roll. I haven't had that besides that one customer wrap roll. I don't think I've ever had 3 in a bank wrap roll. Definitely seen better days, but silver's seeing some pretty good days right now, so I will gladly take it. All right, we'll jump back in. I'm pretty certain that is the last silver out of this roll. But hopefully there's more in these others. All right, folks. So we're back on roll 14 here, and we got another one down here towards the end. This one definitely a 40. And another 68. No ring of death, just a little wear and tear on her. But we will definitely take it. Brings us up to what, 640? 640s and 190. I believe that's it for the roll. I think. Yep, that was just a little faker 74. Alright, folks. We'll jump back in, see what else we can find. Alright, I'm half tempted just to start opening all these live. Next roll, and we got a couple here. Got 69. Oh. I don't know why it's so hard to look through the camera and still do stuff with your fingers. And another 69. Not the best shape, but we'll add it to the pile. So we got up to 8 40s now, or 190. I'm gonna say a couple 90s. Maybe I'm trying to speak it into existence. We got, I think this one here is the heavy roll. So, or the first of the heavy rolls. So we'll jump back in and we'll see what else we can find. If I keep finding 40s, might not be 90s, but I'm gonna have to. Oh, fingers in the way. My bad. I'm gonna have to start opening some of them live just to see if we can catch some stuff. But I'll definitely at least do that heavy one live. But if nothing else, I'll bring you back in then. All right, we're back with one of the heavy rolls here. I apologize for being vertical. I know I said I was going to get a tripod, but I forgot to go back in and edit my Amazon order. So, but I got to order some $50 roll or wrappers here soon. So maybe I'll remember then. But for the time being, this is the way I got to make it happen. All right. So, recap. This is over 227 grams. I've never had one that heavy that I haven't had at least some silver in. I'm hoping for a 90, but let's see what we find. Yeah, I'd say there's a little silver in there. At least 3. Is this a 90 down here? Or is it a 40? That is a 90. 1964. I'm trying not to drop the whole roll. Beautiful. Philly. I guess maybe show the camera and not myself. My bad. Then where we at? Got the other two I think are gonna be 40s. Another 68. Adding that to the pile. Pretty decent shape. And this one here. Got a 67. Also fairly decent shape. I do go back and check all my silver for varieties afterwards, but do a little shuffle here, make sure we ain't missing nothing. Nope, sounds clad to me. So if nothing else, I'll bring you back in for the heavy roll that's on the bottom, but we're only on what, roll 18. So we got 7 more in the top half of the box. And as much as we've been finding, I'll be surprised if we make it all the way to that other heavy one, but you never know. But we'll jump back in when I find something. All right, folks. So, same roll, and we might have a contender for the ugliest proof coin ever. I didn't even realize it was a proof at first. It is beyond trashed, which is a shame. It's from a pretty good year, in my personal opinion. Got a rim ding. It's been in circulation forever. Maybe underground at some point. I don't know. It is rough though. But it is a proof, so I guess technically that's a find. But I don't foresee myself hanging on to this one though. But it's something. Alright, I'll bring you back in with hopefully a prettier coin next time. Well, next roll, next bit of silver. See it down here, third from the end. She's a 40. Oh, and now 2 over from that. Now that I've seen it through the camera, it might be a 42. It might just be dirty. We'll check that out in a second. But Lord, if I could pick it up, be in good shape. 68 again. Lots of 68s in here. So we got one and maybe another. I don't know. Yep. Nope. 73. It is so tough looking through the deck. I gotta stop looking through the camera. Not seeing anything else. Alright, folks. Well, at least we had one. And thought for half a second we had two. But I'll jump back in and I'll bring you in when something good happens. So just wrapped up the top half of the box here. Do a little half box recap. Pretty exciting stuff for me. 2 NIFCs I pulled out along the way. 2018, 2005. We got the 2 90%ers and a total of 11 40s. Which I think already it's beat my best box ever. So, and we still have the bottom half of the box to go. And that one heavy roll is in the bottom of the half of the box as well. So, if nothing else, I'll at least bring you back in to open that heavy roll. But at this point, I'd be half shocked and fully disappointed if that's the only thing I bring you in for. But just wanted to give a little recap halfway through and jump back in. Well, that didn't take long. First roll of this half, and we got some silvers. Right here. 65. It seems like I find a lot fewer 65s than pretty much every year of the 40%. Well, other than the 70. But it's in pretty good shape, actually. I think I jinx myself. Every time I say something's in good shape, I drop it. But maybe we should leave it there and not touch it. But we're going to flip it over anyway. Not drop it. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. But pretty nice. Hopefully that's just the start of some good stuffs on this half. I think I put the heavy one right in the middle. Yeah. So if nothing else, we got one more that we'll bring you in for. And I'll be shocked if that's it though. But anyways, jumping back in. We're on roll 33 and we got more silver. Another 40%. Fourth from the end here. See what we got. Nice looking 67. If I can get it to focus. Pretty good shape. We're climbing up pretty high. Second half of the box been a little slower than the first half seemed to be, but we still got at least that one heavy one coming up there in the middle. Like I said, I'll probably bring you back in and open that one live. But gonna jump back in, see what else we can find. Alright, so the first half of the second half of the box wasn't as good as the first half of the whole box, but still found a couple 40s so far, and got 2 more NIFCs over here that we pulled out. What do we got? 11 and 19? Yeah. But we got to that heavy roll. The one with my little chicken scratch on it from earlier. So, as promised, we're going to open it up live. I think the last heavy one had 3 silvers in it, I think. If I remember correctly. I think a 90 and 2 40s, or maybe 3 40s. I can't remember for certain, but we're hoping for at least at least one out of here. And let's see what we got. Oh yeah. This looks like the one. At least, I don't know. I think there's two. Real close back to back there. So let's look at this one. This is a 40. 68. Very nice, very nice. And I think this is a 42. I don't know. Hopefully I'm wrong. No min mark. Oh, I was wrong again. Happily wrong. Another 90. Sweet. So what we up to? 3 90s and I think 14? Yeah, I think 14 40s. Just looking at the stack I got over on the side over here. So I am thoroughly pleased with the box thus far, needless to say. And we still got, what, 12 more rolls? So let's jump back in. So a couple rolls later, we have at least one right here. There's 40. And I'm not sure what this dirty looking one down here is. We'll take a look at it first. Probably just a filthy coin. And it is a 92. And this one is definitely a 40. We got another 68. Quite a few 68s in this box. But you know, they could put 5 or 6 in every roll and I wouldn't be upset about it. But we'll jump back in. 10 rolls to go. And hopefully we finish up strong. Alright. So next roll, we got another one. Looks to be a 40. And it is a 67 this time. So we're definitely a little faster pace on the second half of the second half. There was another. Well, I'm trying to keep you on camera here, but I'm pretty sure it was just kind of a. I don't even remember where it was at now. Was it this one? Yeah, it's just a weird edge on that one. NFC? No. Maybe is that 2000? Yeah, just 2000. All right, well, another 40. Jump back in, see what these last 9 rolls bring us. And the box keeps giving. Next roll, we got a silver. Down here, second from the end. I guess we can see it already. She's a 68. So, if my math is correct, I believe that brings us up to a total of a full roll between, 40s and 90s. So, that's pretty freaking awesome. I definitely have never had a box with this many silvers in it. Super pumped. I believe that was it. Nothing else jumping out at me there. I know sometimes looking through the camera it doesn't look quite the same, but anyways, I'm tired, but I want to go to bed, but I can't make myself stop. So I'm going to try to finish this box before I go to bed. And whenever I do find something else, I'll bring you back in. Well, another roll, another silver, or at least one. You got a 40 right here. And this kind of dirty looking one. I think it's just dirty though. Yeah. This is dirty 72. And then what do we got? I'm guessing a 68 because most of them have been. No min mark. Wow, we knew that, I guess. And she is another 68. Sweet. I believe that was it from the roll. But we're stacking them up over here. We got 7 rolls to go. I think I might just rip the last 5. That's where I'm leaning at. Cause I'm so tired. I got to go to bed. But I'm gonna do these. Well, I got 2 more rolls to get down to 5 after this one. With the slow process, and then I'm gonna rip the last 5 and search through them tomorrow morning or something for errors and varieties. But I gotta go to bed sometime soon. But we're gonna get there. I'll be back. So we're still on the same roll here. Got one under the scope. We're gonna see if we can use our skills we learned or information we learned earlier, and take a look and see if we can tell if this is a strike through or if that was postman damage. I haven't flipped it over yet, so I haven't seen the offers. I don't see any like pushed metal. It looks real smooth on the inside of the. I'm guessing it's a strike through, but like I said, I've been wrong on these like a million times. So let's flip them over. And oh, killed my light. Zoom out a little bit. I want to say that I'm wrong. I don't know. Can't tell if it's trying to get myself orientated here. So I think it'd be around in this general area. Yeah. Alright, so it's just damage. If you could see kind of right in this. Let me get something smaller to point with my giant fat finger. Hold on a second. So I believe right in this area is kind of raised up. Either that or it's just some kind of weird pattern that's making it look wonky. But I think it was pushed up by the looks of it. I tried turning on its edge, but I don't think that's going to show up very well without me being able to adjust the camera. But so maybe it's nothing. I'll take a closer look at it, but I'm pretty sure it's just postman damage, unfortunately. All right, well, we tried. Anyways, let's get back at it. All right, so we're gonna stick to the plan of live ripping these last 5, and we're actually gonna make it the last 6 because I don't know how well this is gonna show up on camera, but not well at all by the looks of it. But I started opening up the 6th to last roll, and kind of right here in the middle, as I was starting to peel the paper. I don't know if you can see it there. It's pretty white edge. It could just be a newer coin, but it could also be silver too. So I was gonna set up to do the last 5 anyway, so I just went ahead and stopped and figured might as well open it up and see what we got. And I'm glad we did. How about that? A couple in there. Looks like a 40 down here, and this might be a 90, but probably a 40 with the way things have been. We've had quite a few 40s. It is 67. Pretty decent shape. And then down here is his buddy. I'm gonna guess the 68, but we'll take anything we can get. Oh, another 67. So 2 67s out of that roll. Don't see anything else. Give it a quick little shuffle. Don't hear nothing else. So we'll just jump in these last 5 rolls. Hopefully we don't put the silver kibosh on ourselves by trying to do them live. But like I said, I want to at least open them up, because otherwise I'll be sitting there thinking about them. I won't want to fall asleep, but I need to go to bed. I got to try to get up and mow some grass tomorrow if it actually gets dry enough. Alright, let's see what we got. And nothing jumping out there. Don't think. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't sound like it. Down to 4. either way, even if we find absolutely nothing in these last 4 rolls, I am thoroughly ecstatic with this box. This might be a 40 here, or it might be one of them fake 71, 74s. Seem to be the usual culprits. Yep, 71. I don't know what it is with those years, but if you've hunted a lot of half dollars, I'm sure you've been faked out more than once by some 71s and 74s. Like I said, seem to be the main culprits. Again, I don't know if it's going to show up very well, but there might be a light edge kind of right in the middle again there. I don't know. Let's just tear her open and see. And we definitely got 2. Maybe a 3rd down here. Looks like 2 40s. Looks like. We got another 67. Very cool. And we got. Ooh, if I can get it spun around here. Another 65. Which I believe is the lower mintage of the. The 60s, 40s percentage. And that looks like it. We'll give it a little shake just to make sure. Don't hear nothing else. Alright, 2 more rolls. And then I got a pile of half dollars to look at tomorrow when I wake up. For some errors and varieties and the like. Been pretty light on that kind of stuff. I think I have 2 more NIFCs that I don't think I had showed you guys yet. But that's about it. Nothing, no double dies, unfortunately. Nothing cool error-wise to kind of stop and look at. But we have had more than our fair share of silver, so I cannot complain. And speaking of, this might be a 90. I mean, it's definitely silver. So let's find out. Nah, that looks like a 40. Yep, 66. They've all been in pretty decent shape too. I mean, for just being floating around out there in circulation. I think this one's just dirty, but yeah. Don't hear nothing else. All right, one more roll. Can we find us another 90? I mean, I don't want to be greedy, but I mean, it's been a couple minutes anyway since we found a 90. Wouldn't mind ending with one, but I'd be kind of shocked if we did, because I don't think we really had too many rolls that were. Well, I guess we had the one that didn't weigh that heavy that we did find a 90, and 2 of the other 90s were in those heavy rolls. Let's see. Last roll magic. Or last roll plaid. Don't see nothing there. I don't hear nothing there. But I certainly ain't upset. But give me just a minute and we'll be back in and finish up. At least for tonight anyways. Alright, so a little silver wrap up anyways on the box anyways. I still got those stacks of coins we're gonna have to go through tomorrow for errors and varieties, maybe a few more NIFCs, but we ended up with 3 64s, all Phillies, 2 65s, 2 66s, how many? I can't grab the coins and look at them. 7. Wow, it doesn't want to focus. 7 67s, I think 9 or 10, 9 68s. why does the focus keep going crazy on me? I guess it keeps trying to focus on my hand. So I'll keep it out of the way. And then 369s. So what did I say? 9, 12, I don't remember there. 7, 19, 21, 23 40s. If I did my math right. And 3 90s. Certainly not upset about that. Best box I've ever had by far. As far as total silvers and just overall silver content. Unfortunately, it was a little light on the other kind of finds that we look for, but if you got to pick one, you might as well go full bore, and it might as well be silver. So I'm definitely glad to add this stuff to the stacks, and I'll bring you back in tomorrow for a final wrap up. But that's gonna be it for me tonight. I gotta hit the sack, folks. So we'll be back to wrap things up, and I'll talk to you then. Good night. All right, folks. So we're finally in for the final wrap up on this box. Today didn't go exactly as planned, but we eventually got to it a little later than expected. But went through the rest of the ones we had left from those rolls that we ripped last night. Nothing too special in that. Went through all the silvers for varieties. Beautiful pile of silvers. And the 190 was actually a Denver. I thought they were all Philly. I must have somehow missed the mint mark here. But the mint mark wasn't the exciting part. Wait for it. We have... I'm trying to do this looking through the fold. A very nice FS 101. I don't know how well it's going to show up here, but you can see the... Dang, it doesn't want to... It's not translating very well on the phone, or at least it doesn't look like it to me, but you can see the doubling all throughout In God We Trust. Pretty sweet. This side is where it gets kind of crazy. Like you can see all the... I mean, I don't even have to point it out. I was going to grab a pointer. Like, it's just the doubling on this is crazy. So, pretty awesome find. The U, it's just nuts. It's absolutely crazy. I love the look of it. It's not in the best of shape. It's also doubled throughout the date. And I believe was it the LI and the TY? Trying to position it to where you guys could actually see it, but if you want to pull up some photos to kind of compare it to, if it's something that's kind of newer to you, I was on Variety Vista taking a look at it, just get a comparison and verification of what I was looking at. But pretty awesome. This is the second awesome dye variety I found on a 64 Denver. I also have the FS 105 is a quadruple dye Allverse. That one's pretty crazy looking too, and that one's actually in pretty good shape. This one's not terrible. Let me see if I pull it out under the scope here and kind of show it to you. I'm not even going to pretend that I'm a pro at grading Kennedys, but I believe this would be in the, I don't know, I'm guessing mid AU range. I could be wrong. I don't know. If you're good with the Kennedys, feel free to let me know what you think. But either way, it's not a super valuable variety. Either is the FS 105 that I was talking about, but still a pretty awesome find. So on top of a boatload of silver, we got a cool variety. A handful of NIFCs, no major errors or nothing this time, but still plenty enough to keep me fully satisfied. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. and we'll be back on another hunt at some point. All right, folks. Later. So I almost forgot. I wanted to give credit where credit is due. You watched from the beginning. You know the special role this little fella played in the making of this video. And I want to let you know where I got it. I won this in a duck race. If you don't know what that is, you need to head over to Hunting Southwest Ohio. He does some $50 box openings on Tuesdays and Saturday evenings, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But anyways, I won this on a duck race on his stream. She came, she blessed the box, made all this silver happen. And this silver over here that we got flipped up, the FS 101. And I couldn't have done it without Rick. It's a fun show. They do, like I said, box open a couple times a week. It's a good group of people over there. If you want to check him out, pop in. He's real close to 4,000 subscribers, so he'll probably be there before you see this video. But anyways, just wanted to give him a little shout out. And this is really the end for now. All right.